Hey, Falcons fans! Buckle up, because we're diving into a whirlwind of possibilities that'll have you glued to your screen. The 2025 offseason's been quiet, too quiet, but whispers of a blockbuster move and some draft day madness are lighting up Atlanta like never before. Imagine snagging a defensive superstar who could have been ours years ago, paired with draft picks so explosive they'd make last year's Penix pick look tame, and let's unravel this Falcons fever dream. 2025's about to get wild. But first, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, don't wait. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Only 1% of viewers actually subscribe. Let's change that. A small action that makes a huge difference. The missed opportunity, a defensive titan back in play? Picture this, 4 years ago, Atlanta stood at a draft crossroads. We could have nabbed a generational edge rusher, a guy who's now a 3-time All-Pro tearing up the league. Instead, we went tight end, Kyle Pitts, a stud in his own right, but 3 years of offensive struggles have fans wondering, what if? Pitts gave us a 1,000-yard rookie season, but the passing game's been stuck in mud since. Now, whispers from Dallas suggest that same edge rusher we passed on might hit the trade market. And Falcons fans, this is where it gets juicy. The Cowboys, mired in NFC East mediocrity, are prioritizing their QB and top receiver over their defensive heart. Comments from Jerry Jones about this star's agent? Let's just say they've poured gas on trade rumors. Dallas hasn't spent in free agency, trailing Philly and even Dan Quinn's Commanders. A reset feels imminent. Why else let a 26-year-old game record dangle? For Atlanta, it's a second chance at destiny. Our pass rush is a ghost. Arnold Ebiketie's got spark, but we're starving for sacks. This guy could be our Aaron Donald, collapsing pockets and freeing up Jesse Bates to ball hawk. Cap space? We've got it. The catch? It'll cost a haul. Think multiple picks and a mega deal, with Drake London and Bijan Robinson's contracts looming. Is it a pipe dream? Maybe. Winning a bidding war for a top 10 defender isn't easy, and Dallas might cling to him. But imagine him in red and black, paired with a draft steal, say, Georgia's Michael Williams at 15. That's a defense that scares QBs league-wide. Falcons GM Terry Fontenot's been cautious, but this is the kind of swing that could define his tenure. Fans, are we ready to go all in? Or is this too good to be true? Let's keep the vibe rolling and talk draft, because if this trade's the appetizer, the draft's the main course. Draft day chaos, 3 picks to rattle the NFL. Last year, Fontenot sent shockwaves through the NFL, snagging Michael Penix Jr. at 8, fresh off signing Kirk Cousins. Nobody saw it coming, and the drama was peak NFL draft reality TV. Now, Fontenot's back, and he's got that same I don't care what you think swagger. At number 15, he could unleash a frenzy with one of 3 prospects so electric, they'd make Penix look like a warm-up act. Buckle up, because these picks would set Atlanta on fire, and not everyone's gonna love it. Ashton Jeanty, RB, Boise State. Okay, hear me out, this one's wild. Jeanty's a Heisman finalist, a 1,500-yard back with breakaway speed and hands like a receiver. If he slips to 15, unlikely, but crazier things have happened, he'd pair with Bijan Robinson for a backfield that'd rewrite the NFL. Imagine them splitting out wide, swapping roles, leaving linebackers dizzy. Zach Robinson's offense would go full positionless, a nightmare for defenses. But another RB after Bijan? Arthur Smith's ghost might cheer, but fans might riot. It's chaos, but the kind that could make us unstoppable. Grade? A for audacity, C for need. Y'all feeling this? Tyler Warren, TE, Penn State. Pitts has 1 year left, and while he's a freak, he hasn't hit superstar status. Enter Warren, a 6 feet 6 inches Swiss Army knife who played RB, FB, QB, TE, and WR at Penn State. He's got 80 catches, 900 yards, and blocks like a lineman. At 15, he's a steal, giving Penix a safety valve and pushing our offense to new heights. London, Mooney, Bijan, Algier, Pitts, Warren, name a scarier skill group. It's another pick, but Fontenot loves those. Grade? A for fit, B for risk, tight end again, really? A wide receiver, Golden or McMillan. Texas Matthew Golden's a Mooney-like speedster, Arizona's Teteroa McMillan's a London-esque big body. Either at 15 would spark debate, London, Mooney, and Ray McLeod III are already a killer trio. Golden's deep threat could stretch fields, McMillan's red zone dominance would feast with Penix's arm. But a first-round WR? It's luxury, not necessity, and fans might scream for defense. Fontenot's got that itch, though, grade B plus 4 talent, D for priority. Jeanty or Warren feel bolder, but a receiver's pure fireworks. Connecting the dots, a new era dawns. Here's where it gets real. Julio Jones just retired, closing a chapter of Falcons history. His 2011 arrival, traded up for at number 6, was our last big swing, a move that screamed ambition. That edge rusher we missed? He's the defensive Julio, a chance to reclaim that bold spirit. Julio's 300-yard games, his toe tap in Super Bowl 51, set a bar, go big or go home. A trade for this star says we're done playing small, pair him with a draft pick like Jeanty, and it's Julio-level hype on both sides of the ball. Warren or a receiver? There's sparks, but the trade's the inferno. Fontenot's at a crossroads. Our 2024 draft shocked, 2025 could redefine us. Snag that defender, and our D becomes a bully, think Julio bullying Kuechly in 15. Draft Jeanty, and our offense is a circus, shades of Julio's 73-yard TD run in 17. Warren or a WR keeps the vibes high, but the trade's the game changer. Cap space, draft capital, and a fan base starving for glory, Atlanta's primed. Flop, and we're stuck at 8-9, muttering same old Falcons. Hit, and we're NFC South Kings, Julio's legacy fueling the charge. Your call, trade, draft, or both? Falcons fam, this is our moment. Do we chase that defensive titan, mortgaging picks for a sure thing? Roll the dice on Jeanty's chaos, Warren's versatility, or a WR's flash? Or, dare I say, both? Drop your takes in the comments, I'm begging for your hot takes. Julio gave us a decade of heartstoppers, now it's our turn to dream big. Smash that like, share with every Falcons diehard you know, and let's get loud, 2025's our year to soar. Rise up!